CYC is a free channel, presents the Word of God for everyone. Your support will help us to continue the mission. Visit our website, cycnow.com. Even $1 will make a difference.
Welcome to Ins and Outs. Today we have another fantastic episode ahead of us. Today we'll be covering Joshua chapters 6 to 10 for those of you following at home. We have 3 lovely contestants, and for those of you who don't know how this works, let me break it down to you. I'm your host, Mina Masood, and here's how this goes. So we have 5 categories. Each category has 5 different questions. Each question has a different point value from 100 to 500 points. The contestant at the end of the game with the most points wins. So let's meet our contestants, shall we? All right, first up we have Parthenea. Parthenea, how are you?
Good.
Good. Are you feeling? You're feeling confident? I can see right here.
I don't know about confident, but I'm good.
You're good. She's good. We'll see how good she is in a moment. Next up we have Tony. Tony, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing pretty well, thank you.
Yeah, you seem excited.
I'm stoked.
You're stoked.
Yeah.
You're stoked. All right. And last up we have Mary.
Hi, Mina.
Hey, how are you?
Good, thanks. How are you?
Good. I'm looking forward to see how you guys do. So we'll see. So remember, contestants, I will be giving you the clue. You must answer with the question. So please remember to answer in a question format. If you don't, it is an incorrect answer. Okay? So now let's see our 5 different categories. Here we go. The first is the walls, the heroine, the trespassing. Do not fear, for I am with you. I have come down to deliver them. And those are our 5 categories. So we have predetermined who is going to kick us off. And Mary, please pick our first question, please.
Okay, the walls for 100.
The walls for 100. These were the total number of rounds the Israelites marched around the wall of Jericho till it fell not too many people like this number. All right, Mary.
7. What is 7?
What are 7?
What
That
are
is
7?
Incorrect. So either contestant can now buzz in. All right, Parthenea.
What are 7 times?
What are 7 times? That is incorrect. All right, Tony.
What are 13?
What are 13? That is correct. Okay, so please, contestants, remember your buzzers are inactive until I finish reading the question. Okay?
My bad.
No, it is okay. Tony, take us to our next question.
Take the walls for 200.
The walls for 200, continuing on in the category. Joshua did not have a trumpet. Only these people were allowed to blow the trumpets. Right, Parthenea.
Who are the 7 priests?
Who are the 7 priests? That is correct. All right. Okay, Parthenea, please.
So I'll go for the walls 300.
Continuing on in the same category for 300 points. The priest carried it on their shoulders. It represented the presence of Jehovah among them. All right, Tony.
What is the Ark of the Covenant?
What is the Ark of the Covenant? That is correct. Okay, Tony, to our next question, please.
Take the walls for 5.
The walls for 500. All right, and that is a twofold. So, for those of you who don't know how this works, the twofold goes like this. The person who gets it, in this case Tony, can now wager up to the amount that he has. If you get it correct, you get the same amount of points added on, so basically you double your points. If you get it incorrect, you lose those amount of points. Okay, so quick score check before we allow Tony to wager. Parthenea sits at -100, Tony sits at 100, and Mary at -100. So actually Tony sits at 400, okay? So Tony, you can have up to 400 points. So what would you like to wager?
To wager. Okay.
Yes.
Let's wager 200.
He's gonna go for half his score, all right? So let's see the clue here. The ark was made from these 2 materials. One of the 2 symbolizes divinity. Now,
So
Tony, you're the only one that can answer, so I'll read it one more time for you. The ark was made from these 2 materials. One of the 2 symbolizes divinity.
So you want both?
Yes, we are looking for 2 materials here.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with wood and gold.
All right, and question format.
Oh, of course. This is what I meant to say was what is wood and gold?
What is wood and
My
gold?
apologies.
All right, okay, perfect. All right, that is the answer we are looking for, so Tony gets those points added on. And Tony, you pick our next category or question.
Go with the walls for 400.
Finishing off the first category for 400. Let's see it. Up till now, priests and deacons go around the altar this many times. It explains how the walls of evil fall at the doorstep of the church. Okay, Parthenia.
What is 6 times?
What is 6 times is incorrect. Okay. And it looks like neither contestant want to give a shot. So the answer we were looking for is what are 7 times? 7 times. Your first instinct
I know,
is correct. Always go
Darn
with
it.
that first
Yeah.
one. Okay, all right. Tony, take us to our next question, please.
It's like the heroin for 1.
The heroine for 100 points. The writer of the Epistle to the Hebrews considered her as a heroine of faith. Mary.
Who is Paul?
Who is Paul? That is incorrect, unfortunately. All right, Tony.
I'll give this a shot. Who is Rahab?
Who is Rahab? That is correct. Okay, now contestants, please, every incorrect answer gets deducted from your score. Please remember that. And with that, let's have a quick point check here. Parthenia sits at -300. Tony at 700, and Mary at -200. But still a fairly quick game for the amount of points. A little bit of trash talking going on. It's always good.
No, I was encouraging.
Right.
Yeah.
I was saying,
Encouragement,
hey,
He was good,
you
he was
can
good.
do this.
All right, Tony, go ahead. Our next question, please.
You got this. It's like the heroin for 200.
The heroine for 200. Rahab's life was spared because she received these two in her house. Mary.
Who are the 2 messengers?
Who are the 2 messengers is correct. Okay, Mary, our next question.
The heroine for 300, please.
The heroine for 300 points. This was the token given to Rahab by the 2 men, a symbol of Christ's blood. Tony.
What is the red scarf slash thing? Like a scarf?
Like a scarf, a thing that's like a scarf. Okay, and our judges say we're gonna give it to him. The exact answer we were looking for was, what is the line of scarlet cord?
It can be worn like a scarf.
Which can be worn like a scarf, which is why we gave it to you. Yes, so Tony, go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. The heroin for 4.
The heroine for 400, continuing on in the same category. Joshua cursed whosoever would do this to Jericho. Parthenia.
What is rebuilding the city?
Yes, that is correct. And with that, Parthenia, you get to pick our next 2.
Okay, so let's do the heroine for 500.
Finishing off the category for the big 5-0. Achan, the son of Carmi, was this tribe of Israel. Parthenia.
What is the tribe of Judah?
That is correct, the tribe of Judah. All right, let's go on.
Okay. Let's do Do Not Fear, for I am with you for 100.
All right, for 100 points. This was the sign that the ambush had taken the city. Parthenia.
What is Joshua sticking his spear in the air towards the city of Ai?
Okay.
Towards the city.
What
What is?
Okay, well, our judges are gonna have to make a quick decision on this one, and they say that we need a little bit more
A
here.
hand or a spear in the air towards the city given by Joshua?
All right, we're gonna have to say no on that one. Maybe a little too long. We'll see. All right.
I'm good with not knowing this one.
Yeah.
Can I try again?
No, unfortunately not. Okay, so the answer we were looking for is what is smoke ascending to heaven?
Right.
So no spears, no,
No.
nothing like that.
Hand gestures.
All right.
She read
Okay.
the wrong book.
Yeah, the wrong
Thanks,
thing.
friend.
And with that, we're gonna go on a quick break and come back and continue this lovely game. We have 3 lovely contestants. Stick around. Welcome back to this episode of Ins and Outs. We've been having a fun time here on this episode with our 3 lovely contestants. And we have Tony to kick us off. So Tony, please take us away to our question, please.
Yes, so I'll pick Do Not Fear, for I am with you for 400.
For 400 points. All right, and we have a twofold. So, Tony, you've done this before, and you know what to do here. So let's do a quick point check. So Parthenia has 500 points, Tony has 1,000 points, and Mary sits at a neutral 0. Okay, so Tony, how much are you looking to wager right here?
Wager 300.
300 points. Okay, and let's see the question, please. These two mountains were mentioned in the 8th chapter of the book of Joshua.
I'll say Gerizim and Nabal.
All right, and that is incorrect, not only because of the question form, but because it is an incorrect answer. So we are looking for Gerizim and Ebal. Gerizim and Ebal, okay? All right, so Tony takes away to our next question, please.
So say the trespassing for 200.
Trespassing for 200, opening up this category. This explains why we're defeated sometimes. This has to first be taken from our hearts as Israel did. All right, and Tony thinks he has the answer here.
I think courage.
All right, we're looking for...
What is courage?
What is courage? That is incorrect. All right, Parthenia.
What is consulting God?
What is consulting God? That is also incorrect. All right, and let's see if Mary would like to take a shot at this. You don't have to, of course. All right, and the answer we were looking for is, what is the accursed thing? What is the accursed thing? You seem troubled by that. Okay. All right. Tony,
man.
go ahead.
Deep. It's,
That is pretty deep.
do not fear, for I am with you. 200.
All right, for 200 points, here we go. Joshua had him hung on a tree until evening. All right, Tony.
Who's the king of Ai?
Who's the king of Ai? That is correct for 200 points. All right, and it looks like, Tony, you're the only one picking questions here, so go ahead. Go ahead.
What would you like me to pick?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Why don't we, let's continue with Do Not Fear. That's what I say.
This is a Christian show, so
Yes,
here we
it
go.
is.
That's very
Okay.
kind, Tony. I appreciate
She's
it.
buying me a coffee, actually.
Okay, all right, let's get on with this. So Do Not Fear for
300.
300 points. Here we go. Joshua, the man of God, built this on top of Mount Ebal. All right, Mary.
What is an altar?
What is an altar? That is correct for 300 points. All right, now we go to Mary. Mary, go ahead.
I have come down to deliver them for 100, please.
For 100, opening up this category as well. Because they deceived him, they became woodcutters for Israel all their lives. Parthenia.
Who are the Gibeonites?
Yes, that is correct for 100 points. And now we go back to Parthenia to go to our next question.
Let's finish Do Not Fear, for I'm with you for 500.
All right, she's going to finish off that category for 500 points. Joshua had to read this before the people of Israel. All right, Parthenia again.
What is the law of Moses?
What is the law of Moses is correct. Okay, for 500 points. All right, Parthenia, go ahead.
Let's go to I have come down to deliver them 200.
For 200 points. These were the number of kings who assembled against Israel. All right, Tony.
5. What is 5?
What is 5 is correct. All right. Tony, to our next clue, please.
I have come down to deliver them for 5.
For 500. Okay. It is known to be the longest day in history when Joshua asked for this. Parthenia.
What is asking the sun to stand still over Gibeon and the moon to stand still over the valley of Ajalon?
Very specific answer, and that is
Just in
correct.
case. Just
More
in
than what we
case.
were looking for.
What time?
Yeah. it was-
That took my 6
What is
seconds.
the sun still for one day? Okay, but Parthenia, go ahead.
Let's do I've come down to deliver them for 400.
For 400 points. All right, here we go.
Easy.
The same place the kings hid themselves is the same they have been buried. All right, Parthenia.
What is the cave of Makkedah?
All right, a short answer compared to what we're used to hearing from Parthenia, but it's correct. Parthenia, take us to our next.
And let's finish it for 300 in the last
All right,
category.
finishing off the category for 300. Take God on your side as Joshua did. God casted this from the heavens upon Israel's enemies. Tony,
Thank you. What is hail?
what is hail? That is correct. All right. All right, and let's do a quick point check before we continue on for our last questions here. So Parthenia has come back to score a tremendous 1,800 points with her very specific detail. Tony with 1,200 points and Mary with 300 points. So it still is anyone's game with these last few questions. So let's continue on. And I believe it is Parthenia to take us, oh, it is Tony to take us to our next question.
I'd love to do it, but I think
I'm
Yeah.
Christian, but I mean,
Yes, so go
on.
ahead, please. The trespassing, there you go.
trespassing for 100.
For 100 points. Israelites were defeated from this city. It's only a 2-letter name. Okay, Mary.
What is I?
What is I? That is correct. Mary seemed very excited to finally get that one.
I don't think this is working properly, but okay.
Our technicians are 100% just definitely working. All right, Mary, go ahead, please.
The trespassing for 300, please.
For 300 points, okay. This is the currency that Achan took for himself, still in use in Israel today. All right, Parthenia.
what is the shekel?
What is the shekel is correct. Okay, Parthenia, 2 more questions.
Okay, let's go to the trespassing 400.
For 400, going in an orderly manner here. Achan took for himself 3 things. Among them were these 2. Tony.
What is silver and what is gold?
What is silver and what is gold is correct. All right, and obviously there's no question in which question, so the trespassing 500, that was a good one. All right, it sounds tough, but cutting off sin cannot be treated differently. This is how Achan was killed. All right, Parthenia.
What is being stoned?
What is being stoned is correct, and that finishes off our categories. So let's do a quick point check before we go on break. Parthenia sits at 2,600. Tony leads, is behind with 1,600, and Mary with 400. Okay, so those are our points. Now, I'm going to show you guys the category for our final question. You guys are going to wager on how much you'd like to put up from your points, and then we will see the question after the break. So the category is the secret agent. The secret agent. All right, so now we're going to go on break, and when we come back, they'll have put their wagers, we'll see the question, and finish up this lovely episode of Ins and Outs. Welcome back to this episode of Ins and Outs. Before we left you, I introduced the category for the finale, and that's exactly what we have here, the finale. So, our competitors have wagered what they'd like to wager from their points. And now we're going to see the clue, and please answer in a question format, and then we'll take it back to you. So let's see the clue, please. Joshua was one of the 2 who spied on the land of Canaan in Moses' days. He was the other. All right, it looks like everyone has written their answers down. So contestants, are you ready? All right, here is the answer we were looking for. So let's see it. So the answer we're looking for is, who is Seleb, the son of Jeshimon? All right, so that is the correct answer by the looks of the faces here. I don't know, I'm getting mixed things here, but let's see it. All right, so we're going to go in order. Parthenia, show us what your answer is, please.
I asked, who is Caleb?
All right, who's Caleb? Okay, so I think the judges are going to give you that. And how much did you wager?
I wagered 300.
300. So that takes Parthenia up to 2,900 points. All right, Tony, let's see your answer here. All right, a correct answer. Very dramatic there. Okay, and you wagered
Bam!
1,600 points, so his full total. So that takes him up to 3,200. All right, very nice. Mary, I don't think you have a chance of winning, but we will go to you. So,
Okay.
Mary, let's see what your answer
Humble,
is.
that's fine.
I was correct. All right, you was Aaron. That is incorrect. And how much did you wager, Mary? 300, but hey, she gets left in the positive. She has 100 points. Our winner today is Tony. Tony, congratulations.
Good job, Tony.
Runner-up to
Thank you very much.
Parthenia, and happy birthday to Parthenia
Thank
as well.
you.
So she's a winner as well. And Mary, you probably have the best smile of these three, so you've won as well. And
Thanks.
we've had a lovely game here on
take it.
Ins and Outs.
Good,
A
Mary.
fantastic 3 contestants. So we'll see you next time on Ins and Outs, and stick around.